Hey, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you at. Thank you for pulling up to the corner Convo. This is episode 43. I will be your host for the evening. My name is A-M-O-N, Amon. Say what you want, just spell my name right. And before we get into it, I gotta let you know where you're at.
A corner like thousands of others across the country. It's the place to go if you want to be seen, and to a lot of folks, it's the information center of the neighborhood.
Our job is to spark somebody else watching us. We might
The
not
GOAT.
be ones, but let's not be selfish, and because we're not going to change the world, let's not talk about how we should change.
Plug is in the bag, and the bag is the base, and the base never changed. It's a groove. As soon as you hear that groove, I know I got you.
Once again, it's your boy. Let me go ahead and introduce myself, man, before I get into my co-host this evening. What up?
I'm one of the baddest motherfuckers of all time. One of the best singers, one of the best looking motherfuckers you've ever seen. Hold my drink, bitch.
And we just gonna go on order, man. Ain't nothing changed. I gotta give a huge shout out to my Mella, my man, in infamous words of Q Billa. AB, what up?
Sometimes you got to do certain shit. It's just enough that people know that you know I go where I need to go to get it done. If you push my button, there's no telling what I may do. Stab you, choke you, bite you. I mean, whatever it takes to make a motherfucker stop existing, I would do that.
Yeah, and this is a real thing today. It's about to go down. I gotta holler at my boy, Mr. African Genius. What's popping?
I wish I should play mine live. Hold on.
You will refer I'm an African genius. From now on, you will refer to me
I want to
as
knock
the
over the
African
situation.
I'm an African genius. From now on, you will refer to me as the African genius. I'm an African
Extremely, never mind, pause.
Yeah, don't say that.
That was a setup.
Yeah.
That was a setup. That's
Yeah, L-NG. We don't worry, it's okay. Dog, I like how organic McKenday's intro is because you can hear us laughing in the background.
That's what I was gonna say too. I was gonna say the laughs in the background was definitely an extra touch.
I do what I can out here, man. I do what I can out here.
That was an accident. You didn't. That was in the recording already.
Actually, it was on purpose, man. You know, trust me, man. Trust me. You know, I've been dubbed Monty Fresh out here, man, by our co-host, Brother Stace. Let me give Brother Stace some love real quick.
Yeah. You gotta play his intro, man, in his absence.
Yeah. Let me give Brother Stace.
You better go somewhere with that black power shit. You know that shit is no play in this ride. You better go somewhere with that. You better go somewhere with that.
We should all did our Dion face.
Black power shit. You know that shit is no play in this ride.
First, let's start here, man. Brother Dion could not be here today, man. He had some real things going on he had to take care of. And, you know, we still holding that man down on this corner at all times and all ways. Love, bruh. Now, this is episode 43. Let's just jump right into it. First of all, how have you been? Brother Abbasi, let's start there.
Good, man. Good week, man. Good times, good people once again. Every time, like I say, every time I can skip work, I'm okay with that. It's a blessed week, man. And I'm going to be y'all good because guess what? It's in my DNA.
Facts. Kende, what's up, brother? Holla at me.
Yeah, man. Really, you know, obviously interesting week on lots of levels, which we're going to get into. But at the end of the day, man, saw some productivity this week and got some more to come. So, yeah, overall, man, I'm good living. Good living.
That's what's up.
Blessings.
What's up.
How about you, dog? How about you?
My week was good, man. You know, any day that God blows breath in my lungs is a blessing, first of all. Secondly, you know, money's good, family's good. I don't really have a whole lot, man. You know, my daughter had a birthday. She turned 19.
Oh shit, that's right. Yeah, we shouted out.
Belated happy birthday to her. Yes, indeed.
Yeah. You know, that's about all I got, man. You know, I got word that my peoples will be in town, man, mom and dad, you know. So when they get here, there's a whole turn up that we're doing, and you guys have to be there. You guys have actually been requested.
Wait. When are they coming? Well, we talk about that off.
Yeah.
I'm all like we on the phone.
hey, dog, he ran up through like a straight up corporate meeting. Like he's had an envelope. You got to be here. You got this date. You got that date.
Facts.
Right.
when they request, you got to pop up, man. So it is what it is. So shout out to them, man. But yeah, no, everything has been good, man. I can't complain. Just been working my ass off in the field that I'm in and the career that I have, man. That I'm blessed to have. So what more can I say?
That's all good then.
All right.
Yep.
I got a few stories that I don't think people heard about or even got enough attention. There was a young girl, 7 years old, bro, biracial, pretty little girl, long, pretty hair. One day on the bus, a little kid cut her hair.
I hate it.
Right? That happens, okay?
Like on some purpose.
2 days later,
right.
2 days later, bro, goes to school. The librarian cuts all the little girl hair off, bro.
Bitch.
Who the fuck does that? So the father, yeah.
Yes.
This is a real thing, bro. Real thing. So the
Yep.
father's going crazy. He couldn't get in contact with anyone because it was like spring break or something.
Spring break.
Yeah, and everybody's giving him the runaround. So now it's, he's made it a police issue, and taking it to law.
Smart man.
The assistant principal sent him off. The principal sent him off. She said, "Well, you need to talk to my superintendent." He's like, "All right, well, give me his number." No call, no answer, no return phone call. And the little girls, when I tell you a pretty little girl, man, pretty, man. And it's just like, who the fuck are you to cut this little girl hair off, man?
What day did this happen? This happened. This is how old?
Recently,
bro.
Recently, dog.
This is in the last 2-3 days,
so.
bro.
Yeah. I only been watching one thing for the most part, but yeah.
You know who she need? They need to go get who we were just talking about before the show, Al Sharpton and Ben Crump, bro. Go get them. Turn up. But you know what? The girl's innocence is what makes her beautiful, man. You know what I'm saying? How do you victimize somebody that young? And don't get it fucked up. That is victimization. For sure. You know what I'm saying? At one of these sickest levels, because it's somebody that can't protect themselves. And you are a whole system that is entrusted to take care of kids, to educate kids. And it's supposed to be a pretty good school district. I forgot what school it was. It's supposed to be a pretty good school district where they take care of your shit. But just like our judicial system, the school system prejudice has roots every fucking way. Discrimination has roots every fucking way, bro. I was hurt to hear that. See, that dad's better than me. I might have went bananas, dog. I might have went fucking bananas. Something happened to my son at Claremont Academy, and when I got them to pick him up, they had every security guard, asked his mom, every security guard in that bitch at the front door, and Cameron waiting. I'm like, what the fuck is this teacher? And it was a female. You fuck with my son, you don't have a gender to me. You do not have a gender. You got a fate. You have a fucking fate. You know what I'm saying?
He got a fate. shit just went out the window. No, but that's how it goes when you have children, man. It's like there's something in you that somebody can bring the worst out of you fucking with your child. And that's
like I feel like I gotta know more about like what the whys were here. So like the kid cut it because he was trying to like bully her.
On some kid playful shit, right? Whatever.
Okay. Could have been.
I get that.
Okay,
right?
And then she gets to the library and somebody's like, "Well, you might as well cut off the rest."
2 days later, bro. 2 days later. She just took
in between what he's telling you.
Go ahead.
The library? What was the reason why the librarian?
That's the big problem right there, though. And in between what the mom's telling you is the father tried to restore his daughter's, his young princess's faith in her self-esteem, because kids have self-esteem as well. He took her to the beauty salon. Let her pick out
as well.
People think kids are just like kids that want to have fun. They have issues. You know what I'm saying? That's why I asked the question before about what age is fine for kids to get therapy. We talked about it on the corner before. You know what I'm saying? You stupid as hell, dog. But he took her to the beauty salon and let her pick out any hairstyle she wanted. Only get to school the next day and get that shit cut off too.
Yep.
But wait, I still don't understand. What did the librarian say?
No one understands.
Ask her.
No one understands it, bruh.
Has anybody asked her? Does anybody know what she said?
She's not available for comment, bruh. She's gone into hiding. You know what I mean? They're protecting her. Shit is crazy, bruh. You know what I'm saying? And you're talking about a 7-year-old little girl, bruh. Now, if she was 13, 14, that probably wouldn't happen. Maybe even 10. You know what I mean?
These look kids fighting back now.
Exactly, man. So my heart definitely goes out to her. You know what I mean? Having daughters and the father, man. Handle your business, brother. You know what I mean? As you should, and pull your child up out that school immediately.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
My thoughts.
Great quick hit, dog. Great quick hit.
Appreciate it, man. I got Did y'all hear about Scottie Pippen? His son, his eldest son.
Passed, that was unfortunate.
Oh my God, man.
33 years old, bro. You know what I mean? Now look at. I'm not even this type of numerical guy, but he passed at 33. Scottie Pippen, number 33.
Paid a lottery. Black folks paid a lottery now.
I just, man, that's that type of thing. Yeah, that's wild to lose your son at right as you starting to hit your older age, and right when he's starting to hit his opportunity to do him in a way, man. That's gotta be really tough, bro.
Yeah, he played at a mid-major D1. He said he was decent, you know. So,
but he was gonna be in the NBA as a businessman, he had an NBA career laid out for him, and probably was gonna be good at it. You know what I'm saying? If he wanted, true, agreed. I'm just saying, like he was at an age where the business was gonna be his only way to stay in it, is what I'm trying to say. And he had one of the easiest cosign cards to hold to get in that dough.
This is
true. You know what I'm saying? You got a top 50 card in your hand. You know what I'm saying?
That's wild too. Granted.
But that is sad to hear, man. Real talk, bro. I didn't even really hear about why or nothing like that, man. But it is
chronic asthma, something like that.
Yeah, he had an asthma condition.
Chronic asthma. Which is amazing because he played basketball for so long at a high level.
Right.
And you dealing with that.
That's wild.
And look, I'm gonna shut up after this. I look at deaths like these kind of weird because it's like, you know how many people die from that kind of condition on a daily, but it's getting notoriety because of who his father is. You know, so if you only feeling bad because it's Scotty's son, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? If you're feeling bad for everybody else, you know, who deals with these medical conditions that they can't fix, with all the modern medicine technology and the improvements that medicine has made, you can't fix this, man. Then I'm with you on that.
Right.
Sorry to be the Grim Reaper and shit. My bad, y'all.
I respect that.
Real shit, man. Real happy, man. Look, whether we like, I don't know, dude, but I definitely know the dude. You know, I know the image that I created and the formative experience I had with watching his father. So I could certainly empathize with just that, bro. Like, I definitely feel where you're coming from, but I could certainly just empathize with the fact that, man, you just lost your son.
Lost your son, and at an age where most kids and parents kind of become friends, and the parents' role kind of leads in the dominant fashion. Once you become friends and shit, man. So yeah, that's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, man. Do y'all remember when we talked about schools changing their names from these white people who weren't shit historically? Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So there's a school in Atlanta that was named after a Confederate general. Okay, that will be renamed after Hank Aaron. I thought that was dope. And the thing is, like, I love when we catch these things early. We're on the cusp of everything. Pause. Okay. It brings joy to my heart to know that, okay, when we're reporting these things or letting the world know about these different things that no one's in tune with, it makes national news. This is on CNN now all of a sudden. All right. But
I mean, these things have been happening for years.
Heard it here first on the corner.
Well, yeah, that's the most recent one, and we didn't say nothing about that one. This has been happening for years. Let's not go too far. But it's always dope to hear it again. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, it's always good to hear it again.
Did you guys get in tune with your boy Dwayne Wade buying part of the Utah Jazz, or part owner? Okay, got him some stake in that. I'm a little conflicted, right? And I'm assuming maybe he's looking at it from a business standpoint, obviously, but
you assuming he's obviously looking at buying a portion of an NBA basketball team.
Okay.
Right. No. You're not gonna skip past that ridiculous shit and act like you didn't say that. Nah.
Well. Before I was interrupted, okay,
apologies.
I was saying that obviously from a business perspective, but most players that play or have played in Utah, they don't even like it because it is a racist ass state and how they treat how the fans treat the black players, right? So I guess, is he saying, I'm about to change this narrative and be a part owner and now have y'all really hate
Hell
me?
No.
You know what I mean? Or is it, what's the play here? Besides that, was that the only team that was available?
He gonna have to change an entire state to change the culture of that motherfucker, boy. That's a place there. Yeah, that's a place where you can have what they call that shit with the little house with prairie type looking people.
Mormons.
You know what I'm saying?
The Amish. No, they have the Amish. No, it's not the Amish. The Amish are east. Amish are north.
Something, dog. Whatever it is.
Little house with prairie. It's the Mormons, bro. It's the Mormons.
I said Mormons.
You did, but I'm gonna let you have a light skin fight with that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. But yeah, motherfucker, you got to change a lot of stuff to change the culture around that, man. Because you still got people in Utah, athletes, to say when they go to Utah, athletes with an F. That say, hey, I was right. I was there, and they said this to me about my skin color. Bro, it's 2021. Utah still on that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it really has to be only business. I remember back in the day, Daryl Dawkins was like, when he got traded to Utah, he was like, man, y'all can take this money back. Get me the fuck out of here.
Ain't nobody fucking around there. Only motherfucker Utah's been good to is Karl Malone, man. And he's a country bumpkin, nasty ass nigga. You're just nasty.
Fuck boy ass.
Yeah.
I mean, like, look, obviously it's a business move, right? But it, you know, I think what the best part of what I'm seeing about this wave, all these dudes just retired, and some of them ain't even retired. You dig? And like they're already in the ownership space, whereas our heroes, we just now seeing some of them, you know what I'm saying, even get some shine for what they was doing back then. You dig what I'm saying? So like, yeah, the fact that it's Dwayne Wade and his crew is LeBron and, you know, Kobe's family and all of the NBA legacy families of this era, and they're already on the ownership game. Yeah, absolutely. It's going to change the culture, whether they want it or not. You know what I'm saying? And certainly in the right way. Shit, certainly on the sense that you're going to get way more winning basketball with a brother who is, you know, in your Hall of Fame and who can do that for you in a state that nobody else wants to come to. So yeah, I think it's a brilliant move, bro.
It's funny you bring up Kobe because that deal with Nike just expired. Now I'm gonna ask you guys real quick. His wife said that they made her a lifetime offer that wasn't comparable to, you know, what Mike got and other elite Illuminati level athletes, you know, fucking got. Why do you think Nike will fall short? Do you think she's gassing that, you know, or you think Nike will fall short on a person that's memorialized so heavily in the culture that if he can make a shoe that's always gonna fucking sell?
Yeah, I don't think Nike's falling short, man. I think, and no disrespect to her, I don't know her, but at the end of the day, I don't think she is abreast of a lot, right? When it comes to that, I feel like she was a wife, right? An NBA wife. I'm not sure if she had any businesses of her own, right? I'm not even sure if she knows Nike and Kobe's business for real, outside of the fact that he had a shoe.
Well,
right?
she wouldn't be the one having those conversations anyway. It would be his agent,
exactly.
and she would be the executor of that contract. Only meaning that she would be the one that says, "I'm saying his wishes."
Yeah, I don't.
Well, she doesn't have to know any of what that shit means. All she has to do is be the person that would agree that Kobe would want it. As long as she says, "Nah, Kobe would want this," or this is what I think. You know what I'm saying? Like she's the executor of his estate, which means that I'm sure there's more than one too, by the way. But essentially, they have to get her permission to use his licensing and license. But his agent is the only person who's going to be in the room when that happens. Like she's not going to be there talking to him. That's not their part of the business. I don't know if it's shady, to be honest with you. I also know that he went back and forth between Nike and Adidas before and shit. And so like, it could just be the way his agent does shoe deals. Like there's more than one way, you know what I'm saying, to get that little chop. So I don't know. I don't know if it's shady. I don't know that Nike. Yeah, that's an interesting question. I don't know if I've ever thought about a player who's died and they're before their shoe. Yeah, that's a good point. Actually, I don't know.
It can definitely be. That could give Jordan, even though Jordan has his foot way deep in the cement.
Well, he's alive. He can still sell the shoe.
No, but what I'm saying is because Kobe is not here anymore, I think that will raise sales in his shoes.
Posthumous, right? Posthumous love. What your favorite song is from Biggie when somebody's dead? There you go.
No,
I absolutely agree that the shoes will sell because they're Kobe's. Don't get me twisted. I'm just saying I don't know that's not a part of the way Nike or that maybe the deal with Adidas is going to be more the way they want it. You know what I'm saying?
But he was still with when he passed.
He was with Nike or Adidas when he started. He was with Adidas.
No, he started with Adidas. Then he got up out of there. No, he's with Nike.
Yeah, Adidas was trash too.
Company contract. I mean, we talking about tomatoes and tomatoes at the end of the day. But I don't know. That's an interesting question, man. I don't think that's ever happened. A legacy player like that with a shoe never died before. We expected to stop wearing their shoes.
Facts.
Yeah, that's I've never bought a pair of Kobe's, but it's a few that are decent. So hopefully
they lightweight. They decent basketball shoes.
Yeah. Hopefully
they're decent.
Nike get that right.
Remember whoever get the shoe, whoever get the deal, do it right, bro. Whoever get it, because I'm sure they're gonna start buying for his
he might have his own fucking line. It might be the Kobe, it might be the new, you know what I'm saying? Who knows?
Yeah.
I hope it's that. I say that.
The number one player in high school. Do y'all know who the number one player in high school is right now?
Monty Bates? Is it Monty Bates? No.
Nope. Chet Holmgren. He plays on the same team with Master P's son. He's a 7'1" wing.
I need to see the contract that you have with Master P to be his personal director of communication. Because I'm fairly sure at this point, like I was with you at first. I'm fairly sure at this point, bro. Like you are literally getting paid under the table to say this man's name in every show. Like you got, we're on a 4-show straight record. It don't matter what we talking about. Cereal, fucking waistbands. Goddamn,
it's better Master P than the fucking what's Dion's favorite people?
The other people,
the Kardashians.
Kardashians. You stupid man.
Oh well, that's here nor there either. But
okay. So anyway, all right. So Chet Holmgren, he's a #1 player in the U.S.
What the fuck is he talking about?
All right.
Hey, what the fuck is he talking about, Bossy?
I'm trying to drink water here, dog.
Well, anyway, I brought that to say this, okay? He's committed to Gonzaga now, right? And everybody didn't see that coming. He's definitely gonna be a one and done. He's a hell of a.
When they start recruiting brothers anyway, dog.
His white.
What happened, bro?
Oh, when Duke, North Carolina, and all those departments got told they did not have the money to reach all of those commitments that they had made to all them kids, and then that nigga who was probably gonna be like 100. Sorry to call him a nigga, but in a good way. Like brother was definitely about to be like a number 6, number 5, option on a blue blood team, and then caught that background deal because it was probably USC or it was probably like, you know what I'm saying? It was probably UCLA or one of them. And Gonzaga was like, hey fam,
come on, bro.
We got rich white boys that pay to play on our team. We got plenty of space if you want to come get that same deal. And he was the man with it. So like, I think Jalen, just by listening to the people that made me aware of who he is, these are people that are orchestrators of NBA decisions and in the media as well as, you know what I'm saying, on teams.
Jalen Suggs, okay, yeah.
So yeah, okay. Bro, he definitely caught that best wave out that situation.
The best wave.
I could probably just about 6 other Duke dudes was like, nah, fuck that shit. It ain't Duke. I ain't going. Salty, sitting at the crib right now, looking at junior colleges.
Yeah, these are facts. These are facts. I
just remember at a point. Go ahead, dog. No, I wasn't finna say shit except that it wasn't even 4 or 5 years ago. You might find a brother on Gonzaga bench, and he probably was a water boy. You know what I'm saying? The equipment manager. You know what I'm saying? Now you got him starting. You got international abroad Negroes. Excuse my word.
And he got a lot of rich ass white friends that are gonna be his accountants, his travel agent, his bank liaison.
This is a business stop for him, huh?
Boy made the best move I've seen anyone. What's
his name again?
In 1 year.
Jalen Suggs.
I swear to God.
Jalen Suggs. Is he a top? Is he a top?
Bro, that boy is about to be the man.
The number one high school player you talking about.
What was your question? What about him?
Kamani.
No, Chet Holmgren.
Chet Holmgren, okay. Yeah, Jalen made the best move, definitely, man. He gonna be a top 3 pick, whether he pans out or not. I don't see the superstar, but hell, nobody saw Steph Curry before he came out of Davidson, so we'll see.
All right.
All it took was a little money machine.
Hey, look, he's definitely not top 3. Some of his parts of his game.
Who, Jalen ain't?
Yeah, no, he's not top 3.
But look who he's going against this year, though, bro. Look who he's going against in the draft.
They didn't play anybody.
The draft is stacked. That's not true at all. The draft is stacked with big dudes, though. It's not a guards like draft, but he plays some talent out there. Don't get that twisted. Baylor won the whole shit. He played Baylor I think, twice.
They beat Iowa. They blew out Iowa, Kentucky, Kansas.
He played
Kentucky
some
was
teams.
trash. Kansas was trash, But yeah, I mean, are you mad? Y'all the same color, bro, and y'all play the same position?
Who you talking to? Kende? Because that nigga, he's
I don't see Kende as a basketball player at all.
You're right. No, you're right.
He's a baseball player. Good call. Baseball player, dog.
Good call. No.
Good call. Baseball, bro.
I take
Don't do that, man.
I take it.
Yeah, see that?
All right. So
that Garnett vibe. Garnett at least saw the truth, though. Garnett, that's what it is. Don't get into your boy bag over there.
Let me get into a little black excellence. Well, we have the first black woman in New York to own her own spring water bottling company, and recently she issued 3 million gallons of water in 30 days in New York. Right, She's a cute young lady too. Her name is Paula McCarthy. Yeah, she's dope.
You gotta stop starting why you are investing in things when it comes to women with that fact that
So
they're
she's cute.
Stop letting that be the first reason that you really show us you interested. Like, hey man, she cute.
10 days here today, dog.
I'm trying to show you. I'm trying to show you a male tick that you have because I have it, but the difference is I get to stare at your ass doing it on this show.
So you can recognize it when you see it.
I'm trying to.
I got you.
I'm trying to empathize with you, brother. I know the struggle. You have to not precursor every statement about a black excellence woman as man.
Damn, I'll kill that. Damn, no. Oh boy, you really can't say that, boy. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? No, it's cold talk for men. I'm not saying you're doing it, but that's kind of cold talk, you know what I'm saying? But did you say spring water?
Yeah, bottled water, bro.
Like not purified?
It says spring water. It's what it's
okay. I'll leave it alone. So I don't never go to Jewel and see the spring water sold out. None of that shit. I just don't know.
Hey, that is actually a really good point.
Well,
Whole Foods either, bro. Whole Foods only supposed to carry the healthiest water. You know what they always got?
That's spring water.
You know what they ain't never got? Nothing else. All the Fiji gone, all the small water, all the alkaline with the shit, 365.
Hey, the even the trash ass Absol be gone, dog.
Bro,
be gone as hell, dog. Ice Mountain be gone. But hey, you know what? Blessings on her endeavors, bro. You ain't lying.
Oh, for sure. That's why I wanted to bring it up.
So Shorty bought her some Flint water and put it in the package.
For sure.
Right, brought it to Chicago.
Hey, have y'all seen that commercial that comes on? It's an infomercial that comes on. It's called Miracle Water. It has a 1-800 number, and this white dude is selling Miracle Water. Are testifying, man. That shit is. Dude name is Peter Popoff.
You know this so well.
Because I've seen this shit and I've died laughing every time I see it, man. And he's clearly
don't come on none of my streaming channels. Are you telling me to watch regular TV at 3 o'clock in the morning? You go to channel 27.5 on 3 o'clock in the morning to watch this nigga come.
He just told our fans in India how late he be woke in America, bro.
Exactly. Like, bro, you got at least 5 accounts. Netflix, Hulu. 3 o'clock in the morning ain't the time to be on 7.2 and 11. Like,
Peter Popoff.
It happens, man. You know what I mean?
Right.
I got caught in the Matrix, man. That shit was hilarious.
You ever been in bed, bro? My fault, dog. And lost the controller, and now the TV just stuck. Ain't no more old TVs where you get up and turn the channel on the TV.
Right, you can't find it behind, reaching behind the mark, lifting it up. Yeah, we look old as hell every time we go to the TV doing it.
I'm not getting out of bed at that point. Like, I'm comfortable. Like, fuck it. It's on. Whatever it's on is gonna stay on. Last but not least, Kenne, this might be something that
I watched Lifetime for 3 days one time, bro. That's real shit. It was fucked up.
I just felt all that trauma, bro. Real talk.
Right.
There was some depth in that statement.
We had tabled a topic, and this one here kind of touches on it a little bit. Georgetown University, they're beginning their bachelor's program for Maryland prisoners. Where are you at with that as far as prisoners receiving their bachelor's in jail?
First and foremost, the only space you can stand on that issue is yes.
Yeah.
Because I don't care how much of a killer this person was. I don't care if this person was a complete, just diabolical, if that motherfucker learns something, it's more likely that they will make smart decisions if we allow them to learn real shit, not like, count the crumbs and goofy shit and fake education, right? Actual shit. They're going to learn stuff, and that stuff that they learn, they're going to see that they can do shit other than that thing that they usually did. Not every case, definitely not every case, bro. But also understand that by keeping you stupid for a 5-year sentence that you got caught with a couple of bags of weed and she happened to be a prostitute or whatever your combination of shit was, that's 5 years that now we didn't educate you. We don't give you access to that. You now come out, everybody's way, way ahead of you. You got no developed skills. So what the fuck else are you going to do? Obviously, right? When we talk about recidivism, it's about, you ain't give them no other choice when they got out. You held them for like the race ended 3 days ago. They just now hearing the starting gun type shit, man. Like there's no catching up from that. So yeah,
No.
if you teach them to teach themselves what they want to learn, they'll figure it out. They'll learn how to make money on it legally. You'll have more jobs in your community, less killers and less bullshit. Because we also got to be real, bro. It's a lot of us in there, not because we did shit or not because motherfuckers was bogus, but because it's easier to control people when they don't get to learn shit and when they are fucking stuck in one place, as we learned in slavery. Don't get me started, man. Not today.
Tell you something, bro.
Wow.
I'm also with them learning whatever the hell they can learn while they're in the penal system. That's fine. Here's my problem, though. If there aren't enough jobs for the people that are out and free and educated with bachelors and masters, giving them an education and sending them out here into the streets, into the mainstream is going to do what? What the fuck are they going to do? They're going to be smarter than they were when they went in, but they'll be smarter criminals. They're going to go back to jail and get more education, bro. I got so many stats I could throw the fuck up there about this, but it's not the day for them. We got a different... Go ahead.
I'm going to get a small rebuttal. I'm not going to drag it, but I'm just going to say my theory. And this is what I really, really, I'm
drag, not drag.
Is I really believe that these are the entrepreneurial ones of our culture, and that by teaching them specifically entrepreneurship and business modeling and just how to take an idea and make it worth money or worth something, right? That they're not going to compete for the jobs that other people are looking for. They're going to create jobs and they're going to create their own lanes. And I think that that's what the economy is, period. I think that these are people that will have the opportunity to see that they can do it their way, which is partly what probably got their ass there in the first place. You got to be hard-headed to do some type of shit.
I would agree with that if they actually had a market they could target, whatever the fuck they try to do. I mean,
right, but that's what you got to teach them while they there. That's my point. They there idly doing fucking nothing for 23 hours a day. Teach them that shit when they get out. It's home.
Yeah, that's all. That's hope. That's Obama's first campaign hope. That's what it is. I appreciate that, bro. That's hope, bro. And we can disagree.
We're gonna have to connect on that one. We're gonna have to connect on that.
But because in the creative spaces out here, there's always new way to do things. Are they learning how to do new things in there?
That's what the point is. The point of them getting the BA at the college is that
thoughts that are already out there, dog. We all know. I'm not gonna put this on y'all, but we all know people that have been in jail and came out. They didn't come out creating shit.
Wait. Maybe
that track record is different.
Well, I think the point was there's a college that's offering them a college degree while they're in jail. Am I correct?
Right.
Yeah, Georgetown to be exact.
Right. I'm saying that's a good thing. That's a good thing. It's so much better than what they're doing right now. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
Okay.
We're talking about like when they in jail and they get their education, say their time is up and they get out into the real world. Then what is my
that's who we want to get it. The people that are going to get out.
Man, okay. Depending on what they're in that for, but okay.
Yeah, we go ahead and sum it up on that one.
So just so I'm clear and we can move on. If he's a lifer, he shouldn't get an opportunity to get an education.
No, he should.
The
ones that we have the most. And actually, to be honest, now that you said it, he could write that. He could write the book that becomes the iconic book of whatever period, and actually teaches another generation another thing.
See, like you going off potential.
I believe in the brain.
I believe in the brain.
I believe in the brain. I believe the brain has power and unique abilities to heal shit once it is being fed the type of shit it needs to be fed.
No, that boy's
and the brain, and then it tells the rest of your body and the rest of your feelings what to do.
Everybody can't be reformed, bro.
I ain't saying they can. I'm saying it's a better fucking option than what's not happening right now.
a child trafficker with a bachelor's back in society. No, stay your ass in there with your education.
All right,
go.
All right.
I don't understand how I'm a member of this podcast at all. How did I get roped into talking about this shit this way? That doesn't make any sense.
Hey, look, this podcast today, I feel like it's Chicago talk, right? I feel like some things have been happening here in Chicago that we have to talk about. We have to. It cannot be ignored. And I want to start with you, Abasi, in reference to the shooting of the 13-year-old boy.
Well, pause 1 second though. We got to frame it because we didn't do it at the top of the show. That of course we're literally recording this hours after finding out about the Derek Chauvin verdict in the George Floyd murder case. which is, also why we don't have Deion sign up there. It ain't like we trying to hate on him nothing. We just wanted to make sure that we made space that was empty for recognizing that. And second, that being a part of how some of this other stuff happened this week. You know what I'm saying? That's important. So anyway, I just wanted to throw that out.
No, that was perfect. I just wanted
perfect.
I wanted to bring Abbasi in because he has a point of view that most don't know about, won't hear about. It's not emotional. It is from the other side of the coin. And I just want you to speak on what we talked about off mic and just take off, man. I mean, and if you guys don't know, CPD, quote unquote, unjustifiably or justifiably shot a 13-year-old kid, and it's been tearing the city up.
Rightfully so, because rightfully so, bro. Rightfully so, dog, because this shit's been going on way too long. But the problem is, the sad and unfortunate truth is, it's been going on way too long when it comes to dealing with the Black community. Road policing, road police tactics. The shit has to stop. It's just that this time, it was a Mexican cat, a little Mexican kid, you know what I'm saying, that was out at 2 a.m. And that shit blew me. People say, why was he out at 2 a.m? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the reason he got killed. The nighttime didn't kill him, because on the other hand, you got motherfuckers that get killed in broad daylight. Nobody ever says, why was he out at 2 p.m? You never hear that. You never hear it. So don't use time of day as an excuse. This is not a song. The freaks do not come out at night when it comes to violence. They out all fucking day. They out all fucking day, every day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You know what I'm saying? And then they start doing the typical what the media does. Well, he was in the gang. The gang didn't kill him. I know plenty of gang members that are older than me that started off gangbanging younger than me. They made it out. They made it home. They still affiliated, but they out. So don't say the gang killed him. What killed him was the poor tactics, the unclear tactics of what we should do in a situation like that. Because that man running down the alley with a gun, the police is telling him, stop. He finally stops. They tell him to drop the gun. He finally drops the gun. He turns around with his hands up. Boom. Just like that. And shit started going around social media. It was a Photoshop picture that people start using what the media don't fucking show you. When I saw that picture, and I said it from the first time, I said, man, that picture's off. That picture's off. There's no way you get from holding the gun, falling in your right hand to being up like this. Come on, make this make sense to me. And then when they found the pistol, was on the other side of the gate. Joe, y'all got to knock it off, because sometime in the past, a fake photo was also used to justify a police killing somebody. I forgot the name, I forgot the case, but that shit was fucking awful. What really blew me was hearing Black folks echo the sentiment. Yes, I'm calling my Black people to task here. Echo the sentiment of the time of day, his rap sheet, bad parenting as a reason he got killed. Joe, but you the same motherfuckers that cry when the media does it to us. Joe, you got to be consistent. I'm a big fan of consistency. Consistency like a motherfucker. And just so you know, the 21-year-old that he was with is out of jail. Out of fucking jail. We shared information earlier about a program called Chicago Community Bond Fund.
Yeah, basically a GoFundMe for motherfuckers to get out of jail.
For criminals. Yeah. For convicts, bro.
$40K for him to get out.
He the motherfucker on video shooting the gun. He's on audio talking about the gun. He handed the gun to the shorty. He handed the gun to the shorty that eventually got him killed. But he out on bond. And the sad part about this program, I think it would be cool if it did certain crimes, unjust crimes, nonviolent crimes. So it don't matter what crime you commit. If they can bond you out, they fucking will. You can be a sex offender and get bonded out. You can be a murderer, which this guy pretty much really is, Ruben Roman, because his set of events led to Toledo's death. So why is he out? But it's terrible. And just to see our Mexican counterparts at Douglas Park, it's going to be very unpopular. At Douglas Park, trying to rally Black folks to march with them. And I remember when George Floyd got killed, we couldn't go through Cicero, Pilsen, a little village. They was fucking us up, shooting at ladies with little kids and shit. And you want to help now? Now, I can't say who was there, who did what, but just like y'all held us all accountable and they want to come to your neighborhood, we're going to sit this one out and let y'all get down. Let y'all get there. Y'all handle y'all business. Step into our shoes for a little bit. Step into our shoes for a little bit and see how it feels. Y'all go ahead.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's obviously a very, very serious issue on all the accounts that Abbasi just laid out. I think that's what makes it what makes it so difficult is not even what it is. Most of us are smart enough and have come to terms with what we know it to be. But you know, we the parts that we hate about it, we hate that shit, and we keep doing what we can. The other parts, we accept and we move on to get what we got to get done, right? That's just part of the game these days, right? But what's wild is like it affects more than just that. It's got that kind of ripple effect. It hits all the shits. You know, the whole concept of media influence on social human interaction is well documented by far smarter people than me, my brother being one of them. So I'm not going to give a whole social, you know what I'm saying, perspective on it, because at the truth, like we this again is nothing new. I think that we know very well. I saw them pictures too, bro. And when I looked at those pictures, as you said, you used the right terminology. I was like, yo, that shit just looks off. Like, I don't exactly know what's wrong yet. Something's different. Now, I don't believe in 90% of the images like that either. I think Q said it on the page, like, yo, show me the full body cam video. I need to see from beginning to end. Till I see that, none of this shit y'all posted mean nothing. The gun placement thing was clear to me, just looking at geometry and algebra and gravity and physics and shit like that. That was a strange concept there. But yeah, I'm with you, bro. The fact that not only did the big homie get out of jail, but he got out ASAP.
Joe.
No delay, no wait period. No, let's find out what else happened with this very major controversial police shooting of a 13-year-old.
Who's in charge of that, the bond program.
That's a political play. We know that, man. And we ain't even got to get all deep into that part, man. I think for me, it's tough on a lot of levels of just all the shit that leads up to a young person feeling like that's something they need to do. You got to think about that. I'm not going to try and detail it, but that's a thing. But then also saying, yo, man, I'm going to try and help you out. Or I'm sure somebody, there had to be at least one person in that person's life. Nobody's lived this. Even the worst people on the planet in terms of crime and things like that I know have had people say, hey, bro, come on, let me holler at you, man. We could do something different. So you know there was a chance, right?
Right.
And at the same time, you end up doing what you got to do. For me, it just seems that it takes so long to shoot a person who is not Black or brown when they are doing really fucking crazy, death-defying, threatening ass shit. It takes like a hell of a long time when there's an active shooter in a fucking mall, bro. That's like, it takes like 5 hours of news before we even find out what's happening to a person who's already murdered 8 people and still on that shit.
Still click-clacking. You know what I'm saying?
But instead, we have to spend forever after a split-second decision. Each time, it's a split-second decision. There's no fucking negotiation. There's no, you know what I'm saying? There's no drawn out, let's get the perimeter first, figure out if things, there's none of that consideration. That is where the real deep part of the problem is for me. Right? So yeah, man, I'm not anyone who will ever condone running around with a pistol and running away from the police with a pistol. Or running with a dude who gave you a pistol and then told you to run with it and you said, okay. None of those things are going to end you in a place that are going to end well at any way, shape, or form. You just shortened your life ASAP.
So I got to ask you, Abasi, as an officer, if you've asked someone that you're chasing, an offender or suspect, you give them several commands, right, to drop the gun. And I guess it's maybe 100 yards, 200 yards, they may have been in pursuit, right?
That's a long ass run, bro.
That's too
a long ass run,
bro.
All that equipment and shit, all that fucking body armor.
Fam, just go ahead on.
Tell me.
Go ahead on.
Yes.
I'll catch you next time, right?
Squad, he right here making a left. All on the radio.
Right.
Burn the radio up.
My question is to you: if what they have put out here is true and what they're saying is true, and I'm just playing devil's advocate, if when he turned and if he had already technically tossed the gun,
I see what you're doing, brother.
Right?
You're pretty good. You're pretty fucking good.
then that's clearly not a good shoot, right? But if what they're putting out to the media is that he dropped and turned at the same time, and now I have a split-second decision. Where do you land with that decision? Because you still outside. I heard you say that. Yeah, I'm an officer, but I'm a human, right? And
I'm a brother. I'm a black king. First of all,
I'm a black king.
We all are.
Right?
On my mama, on shield.
And this is a job. This isn't life, right?
It's a fucking job.
What do you? I mean, I'm not.
I got you from here, bro. Do you want me to? I got you from here.
Go ahead.
Look here, man. This man is so smart. He knows the fuck he did. He knows when I leave work at work. I forget half shit that happened. It's been 17 long years to me. I done seen some shit. I'm gonna work now. I don't do shit. You know what I'm saying? Once upon a time, we get a call, our teaching the Hirsch. It's a fight. We get there. Man, it's a fucking fight. I used to tell people all the time, who lost the fight? Because they going to jail. Waste my fucking time. Learn how to scrap, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? So they was like, nobody lost. While we there dealing with the fight, one of our members was our dispatcher at the time. She came on the radio. She say, it was either her or Mary Lou, but she says, hey, 1423, we getting several calls of two dudes walking down the street with pistols. Me and my partner, we look around like, ain't nobody up here. But for fuck's sake, let me go to the corner and let me go 10 feet to the corner and look. I go 10 feet to the corner and look, and under the big ass spotlight is a motherfucker with a big ass Desert Eagle and his boy with a revolver. My eyes do this real quick, and I'm in mode now. I'm on Lockwood and Augusta mode. Not the hood out. I'm just in uniform. I say, gun. My partner said, fuck this fight. He jumped in the car. He ride off. I chased dude a half a block. The longest half a block in my life. I was smoking a black and mild. All right? So, Joe, the longest half a block in my fucking life. The cool part is, though, I kept the black and mild right here. That's a story motherfuckers tell you to this day. Black and mild right here, I'm running. I got my shit out. Joe, this is a true story, dog. I'm trying to tell you. But the dude running, he see me catching up on him real fast. Dog, he turns. No bullshit. I'm behind him. He turns, raising his hand. He throws the motherfucker when he's about right here. Throws it. I'm trained on this ass, just like this. He throw it, I don't shoot. I don't fucking shoot. Period. I run up on him, put my shit up. I tell him, I say, dog, you know how close you was to getting killed? For what? You know what this idiot gonna say? I was drunk. Oh. But I can't speak for Officer Murphy. I think that's his name. In the Toledo.
I thought it was Stillman or something.
What it was? Officer shouldn't probably shot that motherfucker. I was gonna call him. Yeah. Officer, you on desk duty now. Officer desk duty. That's what we're gonna call him right now. So
we call him Officer 5.
Formerly
of the police office at Chicago. Like,
bro, but for them to say he turned at the same time he dropped the gun is a lie, because on the other side of the fence, the gun was about at least 8-9 feet from the opening of the fence. On the other side of the fence.
You can see somebody toss it. That's a toss.
Yes, that's a toss, bro. That's a toss. Now, I'm not saying it's justified or not justified, but we toss that gun, and if his arm doesn't go back down and it stays up and he turns, Joe, you're not supposed to shoot. You're not supposed to shoot. But like the FOP president was saying, why he even quote this motherfucker, he's a fuck boy, he's ridiculous. I can't wait till they get spotted there.
Voted him out. Didn't they vote him out?
He's still pending.
Oh, really?
Due process, because of he's protected by the FOP.
Okay. He got the homies. He got the homies.
There you go, man. He got that fake ass thin blue line. You know what I'm saying? He said the only thing he said that was accurate was this. It was 0.8 of a second.
It was fast.
It was fast. That's it. That's all he got. I ain't shooting. Are you shooting? Are you shooting?
Nah, bro. I mean,
I'm not. See, it's hard for me to speak from that because I'm not trained in that. Right? I'm not trained in that. But I've gone on record and said, if what they were feeding the media or feeding the public was true, if he dropped turn, I'm probably shooting. I ain't gonna lie to you, right? I gotta take care of self.
I'm gonna miss you, dog. I'm sure I'm gonna miss you, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna miss you, all that shit.
Now, if I don't know if I'm willing to play with my life like that. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. I don't know if I want to play with my life like that. You can play games if you want to. Don't play with me, right? This is what happens when you play with real life situations. Now, again, it's unfortunate. Let me be very clear. You know what I mean? But it's just fucked up, man. And to be in that position, to have to choose you over me and take your life, and now I have to live with that blood on my hands for the rest of my life, whether it was a good shoot or not. That's heavy, bro. That's heavy. And I don't think any amount of training can prepare you for that. At the end of the day, I just don't.
No.
Well, I wouldn't say any amount. I wouldn't say that there isn't any amount. I think, and Bossy, you can agree or disagree. Obviously, you in the profession, but I feel like there could be more adequate training, period. And that more adequate training would probably give better results than not more adequate training. Maybe I'm wrong. But in that scenario, in that situation, I totally agree. I mean, shit, like you said, I can't play around with my life because you chose to play around with yours. And that's why my original point was just like, I can't condone the idea that you decided that this was a good idea to do with your life, to follow somebody who was going to give you a gun as an adult so that you could not go to jail for life, but go to jail for sure. And now never go home. Right. Like you have to think about that type of decision. So yeah, I'm not about hiding accountability. But I think as a shooter in that situation, I'm still like Abasi said, if I saw you throw the weapon, if that's real that you threw the weapon, I know you don't have it anymore.
I'm not shooting. Yeah.
And so even if you was reaching for a second, I'm gonna have plenty of time to knock you down if I got my situation, right, which I would imagine a trained officer who's been chasing you is doing. Again, man, it's about how long it takes to stop a motherfucker who's already killed multiple people and how fast it takes to kill a person who ain't hurt no fucking body.
Right. And you know what the crazy part is? With the training, we can have the best training. You can give law enforcement officers the best training in the fucking world. A1 training. The issue comes to when it's no longer in a controlled environment. It's on the streets. That's when the issue comes in. When you get tunnel vision, your adrenaline gets to rushing, you have to make choices like that. That's where either you fail your training or your training fails you.
Yeah, I wouldn't want it for the world, bro. I would never substitute the role of a police officer, even if I was like pro-police type of dude. That job, I'll do that for my family and my family only. I'm not doing that for everybody. I don't know how y'all do it. And like, I salute police officers, real talk. It's easily talked about in this current day to be like, man, fuck police. That shit fun. It's all fucking in vogue and shit. But that's not real shit. It's real motherfucking people doing this real fucking job. And it's real motherfuckers doing a good job. Right. These are the things that we're trying to eliminate so that those brothers can get their proper credit. It's a lot of people in here doing real good work that can't get their credit because of this clown shit that we keep seeing the same fucking way. You know what I'm saying? And so it's upon us to also point that bullshit out. Like, nah, excavate them clown dudes.
Excavate.
Half my coaches was officers, bro. Like football, baseball, basketball, and they was the realest with me. Kept me all the way off the streets. Made sure I wouldn't be here today without half of them dudes. So I ain't never shitting on police work, bro. That's some commitment shit. And the institution needs to do a much better job about figuring out what we already know. Shit, it was white cops in our neighborhood. They knew who to fuck with the right way. And you know what I'm saying? We knew when it was too far. They wasn't never out for us like that. It was all right, bro. Keep it cool, keep it clean, etc. But don't get wild out here. Don't start pulling that trigger, killing a motherfucker body, bro. That's gonna change up everything for you. And we're gonna make sure you get it because we're not gonna let that ride. So yeah, man, it's a complex conversation of experience, bro. But I promise you that I ain't never knocking no police officer who do the work.
Also, go ahead. You got something?
I just want to say fuck 12 real quick.
And fuck 12. All in the same breath.
All in the same breath, bro.
Real talk, man. Fuck 12 at the same time, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I almost got on the show with my police shirt on, bro. My little baseball cap. It's no bullshit. I almost did that shit, dog.
Hey, man, you can wardrobe change if you like, man. Yeah, that would be great, man. Because it's police on the corner too, man.
It's both and, bro. It's both and, man. It ain't either or, dog. It's both fucking and.
Facts.
Now, also in Chicago, we had a 7-year-old baby girl get shot and die at a drive-thru on
nasty ass McDonald's
on Kedzie Roosevelt. Okay, I don't get it. I don't understand it. And I saw my man Wallow put up something on his IG a while ago, and he was saying, what part of the game is it where you kill women and kids? Right? You're not in the streets for real. You a clown. I mean,
too much. I got mad put back for that. But go ahead, bro.
I mean, I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. I mean, and unfortunately, I don't want to ever become immune to the fact that we're losing our youth, right? At such a young age to some shit that they ain't got anything to do with. You know what I'm saying? Nothing to do with. So there was a post in the group. DeCoven put it up. He said, what time are we tearing up the West Side for a 7-year-old baby girl?
Trash.
Or posting up the shooter's house, right?
But to be clear, it
was obviously, if you don't know,
just the one point about the tear up the West Side that he did clarify later was he didn't mean like go tear up the businesses and shit. He just meant where's that same energy. He was trying to say it in a funny kind of way, which about
condescending. Yeah, condescending.
I'm sure he will again, but I just want to make that clear. No, I'm just saying real talk. Man.
Right,
I just want to. I ain't on that.
Nah, it needed some clarity, right? And
that's the language of the uninformed though. When you say stuff like that though, because I had to check one of my coworkers last year during the riots and protests when they kept saying, "Well, y'all tearing up neighborhoods and this." First of all, I ain't gonna call it that word. We don't own none of this shit, so I'm okay. If the trial would have went wrong this year, tear the bitch up again. Tear that bitch to the ground. Again, let them know we mean business. We need all that. But there are protesting groups that do anti-gun violence, marches and rallies all the fucking time. If you in the know, then you know about it. If you don't, then you're going to say shit like the COVID said. Period. I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro. Just had to get that off my chest.
No. It's good. I know what he meant because I know him. I know what he meant when he was saying it, right? It wasn't literal. I know that for sure, right? In my opinion. Okay.
Right.
But at the end of the day, it's not about him, and it's not necessarily about the post. It's really about this little girl and the shooter, right? Is the hood talking? No.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Yes.
They're talking
from a supremely credible source.
Okay.
From the team that processed the scene of the little girl's body. You know, she was rushed to the hospital. The team that processed the scene. My info come from there. It was Moggs on scene. Trying to rat Buddy and them out.
Okay.
Right there on the spot.
I believe that.
That's love. Chicago, stand up. Thank you for that. Thank you for that.
The tip hotline. This is why I laugh all the time when people say, man, that no snitching code got to die. Motherfucker, everybody tell. Motherfuckers told on Jesus back in the Bible.
Everybody telling. Let's be clear.
Everybody tell, bro. Yeah. They've been telling for years, dog. The tip hotline was overloaded, was blown on fire, dog. Period. About that. Nobody wants to see that shit happen. You know what I'm saying? But see, I attack it a different way. Because I know that there's a hit out on that father. So if I love Killer and I got a hit out on me, I'm not gonna be parading around with him in the car with me, dog. Knowing these motherfuckers at my head, Joe. You putting him and anybody you love in fucking danger. Yeah. Just like that. Like the motherfucker that got killed on the steps of Laramie and Jackson on the church. People was like, oh, well, they had to get him on the church steps. You ain't even safe in church. Man, that motherfucker killed 3 people. You think they gonna wait for him to come out of church before they get him? They don't get him in his Sunday's best. He already ready for his goddamn funeral. They laced his ass right there.
Line him up.
Line his ass up, bro. And then they saying now that the government released a PPP list of whoever scammed for them loans, and his name was on there, and his address was on there. And they said that's how his ops found him. But like I told somebody earlier, Joe, them people's looking for you anyway. And it's fair to say, it's safe to say, we can agree or disagree, that some hood cats don't leave their circle, their circle of comfortability. So he's gonna end up at the McDonald's or that Star Gyros or that seafood place just down Kersey right there. He's gonna end up at one of the spots eventually. And they're gonna get his ass, bro. Really. And so you gotta hold the father accountable, dog. And people gotta stop saying, like Wallow mentioned, well, back in my day, you know, you didn't shoot women and kids. This ain't back in the fucking day no more. It's not the 80s and 90s. This is 2000s, 2020. The game is all the way different. Adjust and move accordingly. But guess what? You're gonna end up like Buddy and his fucking daughter. And I ain't trying to be mean, bro. Stop living back, stop being nostalgic and loving your life and your era like it never ended. It ended. It's over. It's done. It's finished. They here now. They here. I'm gonna let somebody else get if I go off, bro.
No. I want you to take off. Like, don't stop because, like I said, I believe that the intel that you have, the point of view that you have, and it's in Chicago, you can speak from a real place that most can't. This isn't emotional bossy talking. These are just hardcore facts and being out on the streets for 17 years. Y'all, like Kende told somebody on the thing, I think police are probably some of the most credible if they are the right people
doing
the job. You know what I'm saying? Period.
Well, when it comes to information, man, like, so yeah, that was originally related to the Toledo post. And it was really about oh no, it wasn't. My bad. That wasn't about the McDonald's thing. My bad. That's what's crazy about this fucking week, bro. It's just
right
every goddamn day, man. Yeah, no, man. It was definitely about that. But it was my initial statements about what was on the post was just about the fact that people interpreted what D wrote. You know D, I know D, we know D. So we took what we know of D and we said, oh, this what D on. And we know D to be a funny, sarcastic type of dude, right? But so a lot of what I wrote was like, that's not what he said. Now, to Abasi's point about like the idea that like, bro, again, this is a set of choices that you made, man. And you made these choices. We can, again, pause, have a moment and talk about all the reasons why we know led you to feel like those was the only choices you had. We need to pause for that moment. That moment is real. That being said, you now are making specific decisions to do other things. Those things are things that put you in a higher degree of jeopardy for living. Whatever that is, doing heroin, stealing from, you know what I'm saying, your mama, whoever. I don't know, right. Whatever the thing is that you know you're not supposed to be doing, because there's a reason why that shit ain't legal in most cases, right? And you still choose that, that's supposed to be on you. It's supposed to be on you. You're the only one that can suffer from that risk. Go on to get your daughter, bro. And I agree with the bossy 100%. If you had already been in that lifestyle, you had already chosen these types of things, it didn't matter if it was today. It was going to happen, at least attempted, because that's the choices you making.
Nature of the beast.
Not letting nobody outside of the fact that your fucking brain tells you, I'm about to do a thing. I feel pressure to do shit I don't want to do every day. I promise you that. And I hold it in when I know it might turn real different if I do, because I ain't going back from that. It's forever. One way or another, it's forever. If I win this time, I ain't gonna win next time. I ain't gonna win every time. I might get a couple about me, but promise you it's going in. So I'm not letting nobody out of their responsibility for decisions, but to bring your child, maybe you ain't have a choice. Let me calm down. Possibly. Maybe you ain't have a choice, man. Maybe you just had to pick up your baby. I don't know you like that. I don't really know the situation like that. I am going to say though, bro, if in fact, and I didn't know that about the information about, you know, people, I saw how many people was out there. I saw how many people was upset. You know what I'm saying? And this is weird coming from me, because I actually, to be very fair, saw CPD trying their fucking hardest to get that baby out of that car and get that baby to the hospital. I didn't see them, you know, slowing down on that situation, bro. So like, you know, there's a lot going on, man. And I think that if in fact the community, the conversation for me is that if we as a community can't begin to hold each other accountable, we can kill that community shit off GP, bro. When they say it takes a village, you got to trust the motherfuckers in the village, bro. If I can't trust you to tell me who shot my baby, you was there?
Right.
Ain't got no fucking village, man. We ain't no community. We ain't all good. A village means I trust you. You see my baby wilding out, you snatch my baby up. Hey, boy, before you go do some dumb shit you know what you talking about, get your ass back over here. Let me tell your mom on you. You know, so I ain't rocking with nobody I'm just being straight up. And I ain't affiliated with nothing. So it is what it is. But I ain't rocking with none of that don't snitch shit. Fuck that. Not when it's a baby. If it's grown man, grown woman decisions they made, that's their business, fine. Baby, everybody snitching. Facts. This is bullshit.
This is bullshit, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
This shit low key brings me to tears, man. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
And
somebody should have snatched dude.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if the police gonna catch him before the streets do. To be perfectly honest with you.
See, and that's the problem, though. They know who it is. They have a great idea, because you can't say it's him until you can prove it. They just can't prove it's him.
I hear that.
Because people are calling anonymous, because if they go smoke a motherfucking broad daylight like that and with his baby around, what they'll do to you. That's the thing. So it's not like they tell him, but it's well known, it's well documented in Chicago, what has happened with this tampering to people that will do the right thing. We can't protect them. No, that movie shit about witness protection.
That's all bullshit. No, that's true too.
Yeah,
I mean,
bro.
Look, man, I said that honestly, even on the post, bro. I said, I'm this same indictment that I'm putting out on people, I'm putting out on myself. You know what I'm saying? I definitely in younger ages probably knew some shit about some shit I wasn't, you know what I'm saying, supposed to know about. And I didn't tell because I thought I wasn't supposed to tell. I still, I don't know if that was a good decision or a bad decision to this day. So I'm certainly no perfect person. And when it come down to putting boots on the ground on some like, Joe, let's run up on Shorty. If we find out, what that's coming back with. Yep. This is an actual war moment because again, in certain places, it's always a split second fucking decision. It ain't never no long ass, drawn out ass situation.
Nope.
When white people beef with white people, you know what the motherfuckers do? Have a standoff. Stand a certain distance apart from each other with their guns trained on each other while they send fucking letters back and forth. And I ain't saying white people better at the shit. I'm saying that at the very least, they consider before they kill a motherfucker unless it's us. But we need to do the same for each other, man. I know it's a lot of conversation about that. That's that all lives matter shit, man. Look, man, if you know me, you know me. You got beef, you want to talk about it, we can talk about it. Understand that I am not saying that any one of these levels is right. I'm only trying to expose the elements of this conversation, but some of this shit looks very fucking simple. Some of this shit is A, B, goddamn C, and people want to pretend like it ain't. And one of those conversations is we need to do better for us, period. It ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. It's because it's our babies dying. Our babies dying.
Facts.
Yeah,
facts, facts.
I'm scared. I'm scared for my children. Right. And this is a 7-year-old who is still learning how to, write in cursive at this point, right? Or learn different fundamentals in math.
Facts.
Play with her Barbie dolls, and just, at that age, when 7-year-olds, 8-year-olds, 19, 6-year-olds walk in the building, man, they light up a room because they remind you of a place that you can no longer be, right? Or a place that you miss. So it's nothing like seeing these gifts from God. And man, it infuriates me because my daughter was that age. My daughters were that age at one time. And, again, I try to make sure I'm not in harm's way, but sometimes harm can find you, brother.
Oh, my mama, you know it. We, especially in Chicago, you know it.
You know what I mean? And it unfortunately, in my mind, it only gets worse, right? When they become teenagers and they take more chances. And, they start thinking that they're adults and they start thinking that they know what's going on in this world. And now you're in a situation that you can't get yourself out of because you've forgotten that you're still a kid. You're still a fucking kid. And I don't know what the actual, it's hard, man, because it weighs on me, man, and it just really I've been.
That's because you care, bro. You got a fucking heart,
man, bro. Like I've been with my children at that age, right? And what if
at McDonald's?
You know what I'm saying?
Like McDonald's, bro.
Like, bro,
supposed to be the happiest moment of the fucking day.
You know what I mean? Like I remember
going to McDonald's with some goddamn chicken nuggets and a fucking toy.
The Happy Meal with the apple juice, man. You know what I mean? And the toy.
Like, right, the honey. You already know what your kid want. You ain't even got that.
She probably gleaming with joy, bro. Gleaming with joy.
She just seen you pulling the lot, like, oh shit, we going to McDonald's.
Time. You know what I'm saying? Like that's whack.
Daddy taking me to McDonald's.
That's whack. And it's just those little moments, man, that as a father, that maybe get overlooked or maybe we don't even get credit for. But in those moments, we know how important it is just to take a 15-minute ride.
Yep.
To go do that for them.
Yep. That's like me and Killer Cam, Joe. When I drive past Roosevelt Canal, you got the Jewels, the Panda Express, the Jason's Deli, the Domino Subway.
You right by the gig.
He light up, Joe, when you see Jason's Deli. Because you know why? That's our fucking spot. That's our fucking spot right there. He light the fuck up.
Bro,
I would hate it. Go ahead, bro.
No, my bad. Go ahead.
I would hate if I'm pulling that lot on Roosevelt Canal and somebody roll up thinking I'm somebody else, or I had deals with somebody in the past, either in real life or at work, because to me, work is not my real life. That is something I do.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
And they decide that day they want to pull it, bro.
Life too. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Other people's real life. Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. But they listen to people talk sometimes, and the comments they was making and reading the comments and conversations I was having, bro, it hit me immediately, pause, that I could tell who had never been outside in these streets. I could tell who hadn't been outside in a long time. The way you talk and you telling on yourself, like the old folks say, you listen to somebody talk, they're gonna tell you who the fuck they is, the nature of their business, dog. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was reading.
I always preach, man. You got one mouth and two eyes. I mean, excuse me, one mouth and two ears.
You also have two eyes, but you do. You're right.
Yeah, but one
mouth. Correct. You're correct.
One mouth, two ears. Talk less, listen more. Okay.
Yeah.
I apologize.
No, man, I agree though, man. I do think that idea that, like, man, dog, you know, for me and my pops used to go, and I wasn't that young. When I was that young, it was only home cooked meals. Proffers definitely weren't up when I was 7. But the hustle was strong. You know what I'm saying?
All that matters, Joe. Yeah.
But yeah, nah, man. But I just do. I remember me and my pops used to go to Submarine Brothers on 9th and Roosevelt because that was
underrated, Joe. Underrated.
For that corned beef, bro. That was. I didn't even know what a corned beef was till pops came home with one, man. I teach high school, man. I really have, man. I met a lot of these young boys, and I can tell when they really don't have decisions, and I really don't know what to tell them when I know that's the case. Like when I know that you want out, you can't do nothing to get out. You know what I'm saying? You even the amount of effort it's gonna take you to try to get out, that's the same amount of effort they're gonna catch you slipping with. So it's like I certainly understand that this is not just like a either or conversation, man. It's just really, really, really unfortunate, bro, that we get to the point where we make decisions to jeopardize our own people. And I mean, our own actual blood, bro. I know for a fact, if I pull a gun on anybody,
you better be
one, I'm gonna have a real reason to do it.
Yeah.
2, I might not use it. I ain't no shooter like that. I can shoot, right? I'm training more to shoot better because of the type of shit I'm seeing going the fuck on. And I'm not
on Sheila, bro.
Right. But that being said, bro, I'm not on that shooting shit. Like you said, man, I don't want that blood on my hands forever, Joe. First shorty, I got robbed by 3 shorties on the train once, right? I didn't know they were shorties necessarily because shit, they called me from behind, but it was a lot of them little motherfuckers and they stole my little cell phone, right? I had one of them locked up. And I remember the first 6-7 hours of going home after the whole shit went down, I just kept thinking to myself, man, I wish I would have killed Shorty just to teach his ass a lesson. Just so that all his friends and all that. I remember thinking that shit. I remember like struggling with the fact that I had him. I could have choked him the fuck out. I was so happy and so fucking exhilarated when I saw my students the next day and I realized I didn't kill that kid. And I think that's what we missing, man. We missing the fact that, like, bro, yes, I can kill you. And for what you did, it might be slightly justified.
Not only yours, but others.
You know what's crazy? The main objective out of Chicago Police Department, I think most departments across the country, Haven knows this, your dad knows this, you know what I'm saying? The OG, Mr. Phillips knows this, is the sanctity of human life. Which blows my mind because you see how reckless they are with our lives. You know what I'm saying? With the treatment of us. Joe, treat me like I'm fucking human. That's all we've been asking for a long time.
That's it.
Treat me like I'm fucking human, man. Come on now. Give me a fair shake. Give me a fair shot. You know what I'm saying?
Your life is worth between 6.2 seconds and 9 minutes. That's about how long they're going to give you before they decide whether you should die.
That was deep right there, bro. Statistically, so the police in this country kill 3 people every day. A day, Joe.
1,000 in the year a day.
Day, bro. That's crazy. And if you are...
And only 7 get arrested.
That's it, bro. And if you are Black, you are twice as likely, if not more, to have a violent interaction and be one of those people they kill.
So if you got 2 friends,
yeah,
be out of here real
Somebody
soon.
out of here. Somebody out of here.
That's crazy, dog.
Let's transition, man.
Not all good.
Hey, that's going on the shirt for you right there, bro. That's one of your shits right there.
Not all good.
Not all good.
Not all good, bro.
Did we get justice for brother George Floyd today?
Nope.
Actually, honestly, be honest, before you ask us, I think you should tell us. I want to know your perspective on that one.
there are a lot of things that still haven't happened, right? It's been almost a year, first of all. Secondly, I want Abasi to explain first, second, and third degree murder for people who don't understand that. So when they
I have to go get my notepad, bro. I can't do all time.
I know the general. We ain't got to go through the whole thing.
Just
but
give me
I got some
generalities
ideas.
because I think
intent is one of them.
Actual death.
Knowingly and unknowingly is another level of it.
Exactly.
So I have to get my notebook, bro. Sometimes, you know what, your mind is like a memory bank, bro. Sometimes your memory bank is full. I have to push this shit out so I can hold on to more important shit, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
And it's not your job to prosecute a nigga for the years. You just arrested him.
Bro, you know what I'm saying? But you do want to know so you can have these conversations with your friends, with your esteemed colleagues, with people you value their confirmation and you value their information when you talk to them. So you want to know these things, man. But that's something I had to push aside. I got tired of going to court and seeing people. So when I tell you, the motherfucker raped his daughter and got off because representing himself, bro. I was that point right there was the turning point in my life of knowing what the fuck this shit is. I was done. I was done.
Again, I'm like you about to say. I mean, I do have a criminal justice degree, but that shit, is all out the fucking window at this point, right? But I don't even think if he was put in front of a fucking firing squad, bro, justice would be served. To be honest with you, Mr. Floyd, man, is just one of many, unfortunately, right? It's a drop in the hat. I don't know. I'm torn, man. You know what I mean? I feel like the justice system did what they had to do because of how this particular situation, this case, touched everybody around the world. So there was only one way that this could go.
Monumental impact.
Right. If it went any other way, the entire country was about to implode, go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Go crazy, and then COVID, boom, again is out of here, right? But no, man, I don't feel like that, dog. For me, I would want to fucking, you know what I mean, take a vice grip and like pull out each one of his teeth. You know what I mean? Like on some other shit. You know what I mean? Take each fingernail off. You know, I'm like, because what you did, you tortured this man. And then your defense team tried to spin it and say, oh, well, no, he was high off of methamphetamines or methadone, whatever.
He had an enlarged heart.
And the enlarged heart, and then the exhaust system. This is bullshit. This is the shit that they try to
get paid to do that, but yeah.
Well, I get it. That's bullshit, bro. That is complete bullshit. You know what I mean? And I'm not buying it. I hate that it took this long. I hate that it even took his life to be taken to finally let the world see what we've been feeling and known for who knows how many years if you add them up. I mean, 60,
since horses and cotton fields, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, hell no, this ain't justice, but I'm glad he gonna do his time. You know what I mean? But nah, man, nah.
I think
because I'm still feeling the way about the other officers who allowed it to happen. You know what I mean?
That's blowing me, bro, because now you're gonna have the country on edge again for another fucking trial for this. And now you're giving the idiots, the ones that don't process information correctly, a chance to tear shit up again, bro. Even though they didn't kill George Floyd physically, they were complicit in his death.
For sure.
So you're giving these motherfuckers a chance to tear shit up again, Joe. So now you will have stores boarded up again for another, I don't know how many months and all this shit, bro. And the country on edge, and now my off day is gonna be canceled again. I already don't got no life. I have to play sick to get off work anyway.
I can't help but think if I'm there, I don't give a fuck how long I've been on the job.
I'm definitely helping.
Like, bro, get up off this man. That's just me, right? On some black shit, on some this man is already restrained. Get the fuck up off this nigga. Period.
What was he trying to prove?
Superiority.
Yeah.
I never figured that. What was he trying to prove?
Nah, I think I can't get into that part detail. Never mind. That was one of the memories where you was like, you about to share a story. I was about to dry snitch. Shout out to Dion, my brother. Seriously, man. Honestly, I am kind of sad he's not here for this show because this is obviously an important show about
Right.
Like, and I really do wish he was here to share his opinion. I know he also takes this shit
because the cops wrote up on him in his crib and asked him if he lived there, so he got input on this.
Yeah, yeah. Like I do feel, you know what I'm saying. I want to say that, but yeah, man. You know, I think that you got to understand that there's two. The criminal.
Are you answering the question? Like, did we get justice, or you going to?
Yeah, no. I gotta start with this part. Okay. I have to frame where. There's three different versions of justice based on our criminal.
All right, Suge Knight, tell them how to talk now.
Based on our criminal justice, system, there are three ways to think about justice. There's the social justice, which is like the justice to the family, the people, the community. We feel like his punishment was justifiable to us and the life that was lost. Right? There's that kind of justice. There's the political justice, which is definitely like this idea that like, okay, well, he's the cop. And he went to jail and he's white and he's the only one out of the 1,000 that have killed a person this year. But here's your one, right? And also part of the social justice is the fact that there were literally people outside of places all across the fucking country, literally waiting for the words. If the motherfucker would have fixed his mouth and said, nah, if anything close to M or N sound was about to come up out of here, it was about to blow up in fire all across the world. If he had to be the first white boy to take the L, he's going to be the legendary racist. And I don't fuck with that team, but I got to assume that they're going to get that nigga his props. They also think that they're going to make sure that he ain't going to die in prison and they're going to keep his time and his family right, because somebody going to have to take that heat, period. If I'm telling you the politics of that justice. So political justice, the nigga got convicted on TV and with the media. That's political justice, right? While everybody else was out there ready to burn the bitch down.
Real shit.
Part is the economic justice. And again, I've said this before. I think that when the only way to offset one lifetime of wrongs is to provide an economic space for 3 lifetimes from that same bloodline to exist without having experienced those types of wrongs. Provide the next 3 generations of that life, that person that is no longer with us because of whatever the fuck happened, even though we saw clearly what the fuck happened.
9 minutes, 39 seconds, bro.
Right?
9+ minutes.
So, yeah, at the same time, let's give those generations of that brother, George Floyd, man, let's give those 2 to 3 generations an opportunity to be able to live away from the bullshit that got him caught in this stupid ass situation in the first place. Approve this. And change the fucking system that changes the rules. And this is the first one.
On that note you making, bro, my problem and why I was still angry after the verdict, because I do believe in an eye for an eye. I know I'm a minister's kid. You got to turn the other cheek. Nah, my mama got the wrong set of kids for that. Thank you for the Bible, mama. You know, but you can keep it. No disrespect to those that love the Bible. You can keep it, all right? You know, love you to death. All right. My problem was, why the fuck did it take so long? Why did it take a Laquan McDonald, a Philando Castile, Breonna Taylor, both of them?
Why we still add names to the list?
Joe, a Sandra Bland, Amadou Diallo, a Tatiana
every 3
Jefferson,
months.
Bro,
Who'da knew?
a Freddie Gray, bro. All that. Why did it take them? Dante Wright. Why did it take them, bro? And the countless others that don't get mentioned. Why did it take that, bro? So I believe it wasn't a message sent. Like Amar was saying, white boy just got the short end of the stick on this one. Because of how it played out, as McKenday was saying, dog. And in order to prove a point, there's going to have to be 100 more Derek Chauvins getting prosecuted, getting jailed. And I hope we get the right amount of time. That's another point.
Yeah.
You don't get no.
So I was going to speak on that. So basically the way it runs right now, the maximum amount of time that he can get is 40 years. He got 3 counts, 3 different charges, but there are also 3 different degrees of murder. Because he was a police officer, he cannot be convicted of first-degree murder because his job is basically to make life or death situations.
Which is trash too, by the way.
It is. It's trash, but that's in theory. And shit, I ain't a police officer, right? But for real, like,
true,
I can
true
say
shit,
all that
though.
shit all I want. I don't do that.
I can say it too. Guess what?
All right.
I don't give a fuck.
But he definitely asked the judge to make the decision so that it was out of the jury's hands. The judge did not make a decision that the jury couldn't. If he would have left it in the jury's hands, then the jury could have sentenced him to the maximum of 40, which the judge left open. He ain't been sentenced yet. but his choice of keeping him from doing the bail and all that, he's leaving the maximum open until sentencing day. There's also some aspect of appeals, right? At the end of the day, he is going to be accused in due time. I mean, he's found guilty and should do time for at least 10 years. I still see a problem because you made a decision about a life in 3 seconds that ended a life. You went away for 10 years, but still had one when you came back.
Yep.
And in the same breath, you know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to be really
pleased or happy about that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm supposed to just accept that that's normal and fair and all good and great.
Not justice, right?
Not all good,
right? It's not.
It's not all good.
It's not. And the crazy part is, I don't know if we will ever get justice for any of these things, Doc.
No.
No, you know what? I say a lot of shit, bro.
We didn't even create justice. Ain't a thing we created, bro. That's some European.
That's what I
see. A lot of shit we won't ever see in our lifetime, bro.
Yeah, we believe in ancestry at the end of the day. All Black people, whether they Christian, non-Christian, Muslim, whatever, they believe in ancestry. You believe in grandma, you believe in grandpa, you believe in uncle so-and-so, you believe in who your family is if you Black in whatever culture you come up with. I can promise you that shit.
Yeah.
So this justice thing, this is a Greek mythology told by the person that wrote, for the purposes of creating the contracts and the type of thinking that got us to this type of shit still. This 4,000, 6,000 years ago, for all we know, man.
That's what's really sad about it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, bro, we know where we are. We are not in homeland, bro. We on enemy territory, always been on enemy territory. I mean, the first refugees around this bitch.
The police were started to round up runaway slaves.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So this is the what I call the good old boy system. Like, this is nothing
good
new,
old boy system.
And it is the most unfortunate thing ever. The thing about today is that we can earn money and have power in certain places that we never had before. But they'll still find a way to keep you out and to show you that you're still a nigga.
Modern day slavery, bro. What J. Cole say? The change is just concealed now.
Yeah. Look, I'm gonna be 100 with you. I'm not a chess player. I'm not a really good chess player. I recently picked it up just because of my family, whatever. But there's something about that game that gives you a real clear understanding. Not just the fact that the pieces are black and white. Great job. Level one woke. You level one woke if you realize that the chessboard has black people and white people on it. You are on your way to being a genius. my 6-step program, how to get you to be at the African genius level. Right? But what really, really, really that game teaches you is that there's a beginning and opening, a mid game, and then there's an end game. So no matter what happens, the playing field is only so big. There's only so many squares, and you can only do so many motherfucking things as them pieces start moving. What becomes essential in the beginning is set yourself up for most domination. Middle, make sure that you can adjust to what the fuck you don't know this motherfucker planning, because shit a little scattered around, right? At the end of the day, you still gonna end up with about 6 to 7 pieces a piece because there's only so much space on the board. So no matter what you do, nigga, you never gonna beat a motherfucker 30-1 in chess. And that's where motherfuckers get their shit twisted. You think you finna go out here and throw a dub on a dude like you on the basketball court. The chessboard ain't built like that, and the world ain't built like that. The world is built with very small, select pockets and very specifically understood, agreed upon, contractually, uncontractually, motherfucking agreements for how far you can move, what they can do when you move, and how that shit moves. The world is really that kind of chessboard.
Bro, that's
so
excellent.
You're not finna put up a dub on a chessboard. You're gonna win by 2 pieces if you're fucking good, because you understand the board and you understand the game you playing. And there's an opening, a mid, and a close. That's what we need to start teaching our kids. It ain't about now. It ain't about that dude talking that shit. It ain't about the fact that this motherfucker right up on you in chess. The queen will be leaning right up on your king, just kissing on the back of her head, but still can't touch her for some reason or another, right?
That would like, okay, go ahead.
With that type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Nice. Which also what I need people to understand, I'm not gonna get intelligent like McKenna because I've been that's not me. Can't do that. That's the next level shit he was just on. It made perfect sense though. I'm not gonna argue with that at all. But the problem with me is this: Derek Chauvin epitomized, a certain culture, police culture. People say, "Well, now it's new police and this new police." No, fam. The police forefathers have set this up for us. They earned this reputation that we are living through right now, though. Floyd was representative of all of us, Joe. Victims past, present, and what we didn't want to happen in the future. That's what it was. And what we didn't want to continue to happen. So now it's time for small steps, bro. Do y'all know how many Derek Chauvins are rolling around? Each city, each county, bro.
What?
Oh, you ever thought about that, bro? How many of them that's cold and callous about your life, your freedom?
Yeah, absolutely.
Way too fucking many, bro. Absolutely. So now, along the lines of what both of you guys were saying, and I'm sure Dion would agree with, it's time for us to take the next steps. You know what I'm saying? The next small steps that lead to the strides. And when you stride, guess what? You start running. We need to start running in this race. We need to fucking start running in this race, bro, to be treated humane, to get our piece of the pie, bro. We need that shit, bro. You got to do the voting people laugh at. Inform ourselves we know who to vote for. We start changing policies, bro.
Start with the judges.
We got to get there.
Fuck who's running for the thing on the poster. Don't run for the person who's fake. If you can see their picture, they not that important. I'm sorry. I have a lot of very, very influential political friends, but in reality, for the average voter, that's not your first step. You have to be a sophisticated voter to know how to get past them pamphlets. True. Voting for the judges. We vote for 50 judges every election. Nobody ever knows who they are, what cases they've ever run. They don't have commercials.
Nope.
They're the people that decide who stays in jail, who goes to jail, and for how long, as we've been discussing. And that's my point. So that's the voter lane. Judges. Who's the judge? What cases have they done? Go watch it. It's legal. You can actually go sit in any fucking courtroom within your
that black cloak.
As long as you register, as long as you say I'm coming.
White cloak for that black cloak. You know,
but bro, you can walk in a courtroom on any case you want and sit down and legally watch exactly what that person does. But nobody tells us who they are until election day.
I saw something so dope one year. I think when somebody took the time, it was a West Sider, and it was a sister. She took time. She printed out information of every judge on the ballot. I don't know how long that fucking took, but I was appreciative.
Like 50 of them every real.
Bro, because I looked at some of the shit these judges, these cases that these judges have ruled on. I'm like, they did this for this.
The Laquan McDonald case. And what happens is you look at this shit, you're like, man, I got to vote for 50 people. I don't know none of these people. I don't even know what they do. I don't know. I didn't even know I get a vote. You know why? Because I ain't never seen a picture. All right, fuck it. I'm gonna go for all the Gonzalez and all of the Townsends and all of the. You stay away from the extra Kopinskis and the super shoes.
The O'Learys.
But that is training.
The O'Connors.
Yeah, you stay away from them.
Some of them be hippies. Some of them be like anti-government Republicans that's down with black people because they was the original Republican type. Who knows what the fuck? The point is we go like, nah, I'm gonna vote for this person. And then you find out that's the person that said the killer of Laquan
McDonald jail
is to get the fuck out of jail and go back to work tomorrow. You feel me? Dude that gave Shorty the gun, he gets to fucking leave today. Come on, crazy, man.
Bro.
That's why I'm saying, man, fuck anybody with a picture. Don't care about that. Focus on the 50 people that decide lives every goddamn day forever. Like these motherfuckers don't never stop doing this shit once they in. My bad. I know I've been on the super righteous, but I told y'all earlier. Today
is for that.
It's hot off the fucking press, bro.
Yeah, I ain't got a whole lot of time for jokes and fun shit today, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
This is why the corner combo is important, man. Because ain't no telling what you're gonna get. You're gonna get this edutainment, but when it's real shit, we're gonna show you who we are and how deep we can go. Pause on any subjects, right? It's just a real thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I had to have them on, but what I'm saying is we have an abundance of knowledge on a lot of different areas.
We grew up in the trenches, dog.
Yeah, man. Everybody
that has experience.
Anybody that listens to this show, that listens to it twice, they're making a connection with what we talking about, bro. Like, that's at the end of the day, man. Anybody that rocks with what we do, it's because they understand that experience, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Thanks.
Yeah. I gotta get out of here now, man. I feel like, again, we've always talked about when we get into this bag, how we can stay here for hours on end. And today, of all days, is one of those days. You know, I'm hurting on the inside, man, and I really still have a tear duct in my left eye because I still go back to the little girl, man. I can't get over it, bro. You know, I can't. I cannot. I know the area. I used to work in the area. Sometimes I even travel that way just to get to the shop. You know what I mean?
Oh, right. You know what I'm saying? Cam was in daycare over there, down the street on Home in Roosevelt for the longest.
So, you know, it's fucked up out here, man. And I want everybody to listen that's outside Chicago to understand that it's just not happening here. I know it's happening where you at as well. You know, but today, you know, these conversations need to be had because it was in our own backyard. You know, and we have to talk about it. We have to communicate. We have to share ideas.
It's our responsibility, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That quiet shit ain't working. We've been doing that quiet shit for a very long time. It's not fucking working.
Yeah. You know, just because, you know, you're not in the trenches, it doesn't mean that you have to ignore the problems that are going on. Just because sometimes you don't understand some of the problems that are going on doesn't mean that you it's okay to ignore it. Just because if you left the hood and you got out, it doesn't mean that you're not in tune with what's going on. It doesn't mean that you get a pass to ignore what the fuck is going on.
More facts.
These are our children, bruh. You know what I'm saying? And we have to hold these kids down. Now, as men, grown men, and grown women, yeah, we'll hold y'all accountable on a whole nother level. These kids, man, especially if you have kids, if you have nieces, you have nephews, you have little cousins that you treat like little brothers and little sisters, you know what time it is.
It is okay to have secrets amongst your family. It is not okay to withhold information that led to the result of the death of a baby in your community. It is okay to have secrets for your family. It is okay to keep certain shit between the people that are a part of your real thread. It is not okay to withhold information about the loss of a child in your
community. Life. Yeah, man.
It's not okay, man. It's not okay if it's a police officer that did it. It's not okay if it's the motherfucker around the corner that did it. It's not okay if it's the doctor that did it. Conspiracy theory it up as much as you want. It's not okay to just sit by and withhold information that you know very well led to the death of a child in your community.
Right, because we keep talking about our future, getting away from our past, doing things different so the future can be better for our kids. There's no future to look forward to keep killing the kids. That is the future.
You're going to find out your cousin either did it or that was your cousin. You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't that far removed because we've been locked in the same parts of the city since we got here. Ain't like motherfuckers really get to move around the way they want. You move out or you move around the corner.
It's funny you say that, bro, because I call everybody, you know, I think Nas and was Skip Marley, Damian Marley made an album called Distant Relatives, bro. I thought the title of that shit was so dope because in the end, we all hail from the same fucking place. The same fucking place, man. So we are distant relatives. Let's stop acting like such. And I know you got the cousins you don't fuck with, so I ain't talking about them. But you know, even towards them, that you got to do right when it comes to things like, I think her name was Jocelyn Banks. The little girl name was Jocelyn Banks, I believe. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not mistaken. We got to do right, man. We got to have a future. We can't leave something for our future if there's no future to leave it for. It's impossible. It logically don't make sense. Mathematically, it don't add up. We got to have a future to leave something for.
And you can't do what you can do to open up lanes for other people if you got to spend that same amount of time protecting yours from random shit like McDonald's.
These are
I mean,
facts,
I actually hate, like, I fucking hate McDonald's. Let me make that really clear. I'm not
my mama.
I like the black McDonald's ownership group. I like all that. But at the end of the day, I'm just saying real shit, bro. Like, yeah, like you said, Abasi, bro. Like you said, and mine too, man. I feel like it's like I want to cry because I do have that pain, but I'm so used to not crying, bro. When it comes to this, like, and that's my fault too. That means I still ain't even got to the point where I'm really making sure ain't nobody else going through this.
Yeah.
And we all got to be 100 about our role in it, bro. Ain't no angels out here, Charlie. I don't care who you is, black, white, blue, green, whatever the fuck. 3 legs, 2 nipples, 5 eyes, man. Whatever it is.
Facts.
Mine tried to create a whole new situation with a phrase earlier. Like, whatever you got.
Hey, man, 2 ears, 1 mouth, man. Listen.
Nah, but the first time you said some random ass shit. Stop
I
saying
fucked it up. I fucked it up.
Three nostrils. You know what I'm saying? 2 ears.
I fucked it up. My bad, man.
Wasn't meant to be a joke, but yeah, real talk, man. I think it's important, man, that we acknowledge those things, man. I appreciate y'all brothers for having a serious conversation
all day.
I want to also say just thank y'all for y'all sacrifices today, so we can get out here on the airwaves, man, and talk to the people who listen, right? And new listeners, new subscribers, the whole 9. Thank y'all. This today was about us. We were being selfish today. We wanted to share us with y'all in a different manner, if you will.
They can't get mad at us for loving our culture, bro. They can't.
Nah.
Because they should love the culture too.
Yeah. I just want to be clear in that. And you know, the actual sad part is, bro, that you know there's a next.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like,
hopefully it just ain't next week, bro. Like I just
that's it. You know it's the next week. You hope it ain't
Dante Wright was killed 10 miles from what the George Floyd incident happened. His murder happened 10 miles.
Bro, I teach this class, and every day I have a plan to teach, and then I wake up and turn on the news, and I'm like, man, how am I not going to talk about this? Like, I have a whole plan. I spent 6 hours a day trying to figure out, but every week I'm changing my shit because this shit is happening every week, bro.
It's happening on the fly, man. And I don't. This is a deeper discussion that we need to get into, right? And just figure out what maybe the problem is, where it starts, where it ends, how can it end, how do we fix it, whatever the case may be. But today we can't get into that today, but we will definitely table it because there again, this issue predates us, right? And you know, it fucks me up, man.
I think thanks to a lot of people, men included, women included, who did good shit for us, we get to have this conversation. You know what I'm saying? And we can't be shitty people if we didn't pass that same opportunity by doing this. And I'm not to like on no pat on the back type shit, but like this is why we do this shit. Because these are things that we talk about and that we care about all the time, and who we are and what we do, bro. This is why we have the corner. It's the actual fucking corner. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't even about all that. It's just about the fact that, yeah, there needs to be these conversations.
For sure, man. We out, man. It's the corner.
Hold on. Wait. Pause. Nah. See, you was want some grimy shit. Look at him. Bossy, you see what he's finna do?
Mm-hmm.
You see what he's finna do? He's finna do you bogus, bro. I'm gonna take up for my mans. Hey, the bully who's not in attendance. We're gonna sign off for you as well. You know, granted you you had a lot going on, so ain't nobody gonna hold you, disaccountable for that. You know what I mean? But we certainly want to say
disaccountable
while we could not have Dion here, we do want to make sure that we represent that Dion meant to hit. Oh shit, my Siri came on. See Dion here. Dion did hack my goddamn Siri.
Wouldn't surprise me with his snake ass.
But no, real shit though, man. Like he got daughter, he got a son, man. He's out in this community, man. He works with these kids. He's very much so a part of this message, and I don't want that to be in any way misconstrued.
No.
Being here was in.
See him next episode. He'll be back next episode.
No. This isn't a Joe Budden situation here, people. You know what I mean? Yeah. No. Dion just he couldn't make it. Okay.
He just had a lot. I mean,
shit, had a lot going on, man. And
a lot of life.
it happens, right? You know, and at the end of the day, man, we got to do what we got to do. Okay, the next man up type thing. You know what I mean? So again, Dion, man, bro, we played your intro, bro. You know what I'm saying? we made reference to you all day, all night. You know what I mean? I hope you feel good. All right. When you watch it, you're smiling. Okay. All right.
You make it sound like he dead, man. You're doing a terrible job, man. You should just left it with what I said.
No, because I know
the right way.
Was good though.
I know when
you literally just made it all worse. You're terrible.
No. See, that's what happens when it's 420 for you. So you're holding.
Yeah, that's a little true. I definitely wish I could find out who's winning Meth or Red.
They just having a little versus everything.
We can get into that.
Mine didn't even tell you. Mine didn't tell you. Mine didn't want you to know. He was like, "No, we recording today." That boy was Harriet Tubman. No, I'm
Facts. Nothing will stop this show.
Gotta laugh through the pain.
Yes. All right, man. We out, man. It's the corner, and we love you guys. Thank you for listening.
Such a nice watch. This is such a nice watch. I'm okay though.
Profits are definitely up. Y'all see. We out, y'all. Episode 43. Let's go.
On the corner. Yeah. 4 guys, 4 mics, 4 perspectives. No matter how you start your week, it's time to check in. We on the corner. Yeah. We on the corner. Yeah, 4 guys, 4 mics, 4 perspectives. No matter how you start your week, it's time to check in. We on the corner. Yeah, we on the corner.